Former DPWH Undersecretary Roberto Bernardo faced senators for the first time today, and his testimony was one of the triggers of possible charges against high-ranking officials. Mobile journalist Merimon Reyes has that story.
It was a bombshell of a first appearance at the Senate for former Public Works Undersecretary Roberto Bernardo. He began his testimony at the Blue Ribbon Committee with an admission of guilt.
Ako po ay umaamin sa aking maling nagawa at pinahintulutan ko po ang aking sarili na maging kasangkapan sa pagpapatupad ng isang masamang gawain. Handa po akong gawin ang lahat ng nararapat upang maiwasto ang aking kamalian.
And then the revelations, starting off with embattled and still missing in action, Ako Bicol Party List Representative Zaldico. According to Bernardo, Co asked for a 25% cut in every flood control contract. The USEC got to pocket 2% from the pie, which he shared with former Bulacan District Engineer Henry Alcantara.
Congressman Zaldico one time called me to say that he met Engineer Alcantara and wanted to confirm, maayos bang kausap si Engineer Alcantara? To which I replied, maayos po. Engineer Alcantara would tell me every time that he made deliveries of cash to Congressman Zaldico in compliance with his commitment to Congressman Zaldico.
Next, former Senate President Chis Escudero. The main man in the deals, Bernardo claimed, is Escudero's close friend and major campaign contributor, Maynard Ngu. Bernardo said the agreement was 20% kickback in exchange of 800 million pesos worth of projects in the General Appropriations Act. He supposedly turned over to Ngu at least 160 million pesos for the proponent, Senator Chis.
I would like to add that deliveries of cash were personally made to me, by me, to Maynard Ngu at his office in Manila.
Bernardo also claimed that in 2023, he was prompted by Ngu to meet Escudero in a wine bar in Taguig.
He told me, alam ko naman ang galawan niyo dyan sa DPWH. Sabihin mo kay Sec magbaba sa akin. Also, the delivery of the 160 million for Senator Chis referred to in paragraph 17 of my affidavit happened sometime in the first quarter of 2025.
Next, he dropped the name of Education Undersecretary Trigiv Olayvar, who used to work for former Senator Bong Revilla. Their alleged deal, 15% kickback for projects worth 2.85 billion pesos, allegedly for the executive secretary. That's 427 million pesos. Bernardo is not sure if the ES mentioned is Lucas Bersamin.
Sometime 2024, Yusek Olayvar personally called me for a meeting to discuss about unprogrammed appropriations, supposedly for the office of the executive secretary. Yusek Olayvar told me that the commitment is 15%. In his words, boss, 15 yan.
Bernardo further claimed that former Senator Revilla directly asked for 25% so he could push for the projects. This was reportedly delivered in cash by Bernardo to the lawmaker who lost in the 2025 midterm elections.
That Senator Revilla will appreciate additional contributions for his senatorial re-election bid. Engineer Alcantara collected the 25% commitment, or about 125 million, which was turned over to me and then delivered to Senator Revilla in his house in Cavite.
Bernardo's next bombshell, former Senator and now Makati City Mayor Nancy Binay. Binay staff Carlene Villa allegedly asked for 15% cut. Bernardo came up with 37 million pesos delivered to Binay's house in Quezon City.
Ako po yung naging instrumento.
This was just Bernardo's testimony in the morning. He was brought to the Justice Department for his affidavit. When he returned to the Senate in the afternoon, the former DPWH official talked about biddings for projects which he said were just for show. Proponents get the last say where the funds will go.
Parang nirerespeto po ng mga district engineer at saka ng mga regional director kung sino po yung pinaka-proponent, kung sino yung nagbagsak ng pondo, district na po at region, ang sinasabihan na po dito. Kaya po, normally, kumbaga sa kwan po, pag sinabi pong kanila, napapatulong sa mga district, sa mga region, so pag po napatulong na ganun, of course, natutulungan po kasi nga alam naman na merong mga, sometimes there are costs, project costs, beyond doon po sa ano nila, yung mga tinatawag po ninyo na mga gastos na kailangan pong matulungan at mapunta sa kanya at maibalik sa kanya. So, doon po may nominated po na contractors. The usual ano po dito ay tumutulong po yung mga distrito.
Anong porsyento ng mga bid ang rigged or luto na? Anong porsyento yung talagang totoong bidding talaga? O do we assume na lahat ng bidding na nangyayari ay luto na, lutong-luto na?
Sa pananaw ko po, almost 100% eh. Kasi wala po talagang napipilitan po ang ating mga district engineer, ang ating mga regional director. Pagka po kasi may nagbaba ng pondo at hindi napunta sa kanila, kutakot-takot na pong panggigipit ang gagawin nito. Kamukha po ng ating mga representative. Pagka po hindi napunta doon sa mga gusto nila, nagagalit po. Meron din pong areas na meron pong naglakad. Pag hindi po napunta sa kanila, talagang iipiting ka nun. Later on, ikaw pa po ang gagawa ng issues or kakasuhan ka pa.
He also raised many